out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. On the Washington sideline, there is head coach Dan Quinn. His guys come in winners of 2 straight. Across from him, his counterpart from the Vikings. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from US Bank Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week. Throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. And what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities. And their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. Well, there's a lot of production to go around.
The tight end Ertz in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
And it's 3rd down.
Throw on the run is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st down. A gain of 7. And the Washington 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Vikings.
Back to the air one more time. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers. A lot of times, they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. 1st down picks up.
1st down, Commanders.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the rookie out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The kick is good. Makes the score. Commanders 7. Vikings 5.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away.
For Washington.
This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
And this will wind up a Vikings first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
10 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Catch made by Thielen. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 46-yard
Hill
line.
look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now, this looks like a design run.
And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
Here's Lane. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Try again. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. 15 yards through the air. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. He'll run. This is Mason. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down. In this case,
they get 16 on that connection. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
18, incomplete. Quentin Lake on the coverage.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The pass.
And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Third and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
He'll drop to throw.
And 4. The pass. Incomplete. Intended for
Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
Will Reichard on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are on board. It's 7-3.
I can tell you firsthand, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3.
Second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Commanders first down. A gain of 22 yards.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. Down to the 10. And he's in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Vikings 3.
So, after the touchdown, here's Jay to kick this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Taking down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
A gain of 10 yards.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A carry now for Scott. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Record out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground.
Number 28
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
43 yards. That's good for a Washington first down.
Now give on the ground. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now here's a keeper on his own read. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The run game not open up with those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
Here's Tress Way now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground is Mason. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this one past the 30.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 15-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
As they try to run it here. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
They try the right side this time. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Samersdale.
Every defensive coordinator in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone teams. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The Commanders' offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He runs with it. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and 3. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our journey around the NFL starts now. 2 AFC North teams with no love lost. All right, Mike, thanks very much. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. And this is the Ravens quarterback. This is going to end up a touchdown. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens lead by a touchdown, 10-3 the halftime score. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the former collegiate star here in the Sunshine State, Anthony Richardson. A scintillating run for the touchdown. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts with a 10-point lead, 17-7, your halftime score. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Chicago Bears. And here's the Bears running back. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. And with that, a look here at what else is going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long. Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The second down pass. Incomplete from the contact. It's now 3rd down and 16.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Short one there. He's got Ertz. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Gain of 11 yards.
So these are always the most disappointing drives, right? So you get the ball, you're on your opponent's side of the field, and then you go 3 and out. So you take the field, you say, this is a prime opportunity. Come away at least with points, and now they find themselves in a tricky, delicate situation. I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Intended for number 17. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete, right side. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just his check so far. That one gives them a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust from that quarterback in his protectors to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break over.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
Commanders, first down.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now this time they'll look to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Gay to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Commanders move out to a 24-10 lead.
Vikings 10.
They be on that rapid pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Now they'll set up to throw.
29-yard line.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quinton Lake. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home. They tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Washington, first down.
It's first down, and they'll work. This time And they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. A tough spot. Third and long. We'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their third quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 30.
He'll run. This is Mason. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now
they'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Getting slant there, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Minnesota.
Gain of 18. And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. A throw left side. Taken in by Thielen. From the 24 now, here is second down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete.
Complete to Adam Thielen. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really no fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
Field goal. A A 42-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 2 scores. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run it. This is Scott. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range. You need to keep the offense on the field, try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Commanders first down.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
At the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll keep this on the zone read. Oh, the ball's out. No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now, faking the give.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Unchecked just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Gay on 4th field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
13.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Before he's taken down.
Number 2. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Jordan Mason. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Even with 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. He's to midfield.
The onside
late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 18-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And he'll take this one in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Jay to kick this one away. On the return is Rodgers. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Brian Kelly, the center, guilty there. Here's a designed run. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up second down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Brings up third down.
Throwing now on third and long. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
On the play. It's fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down on what will be a big play there for fourth and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
First down.
Second and 10.
Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to second and 10.
They'll look to throw again. The throw here is complete.
The second down.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They needed 3. They got 6.
A 7-yard gain.
Enough for the conversion on fourth down.
Vikings first down.
Brought down to 14 as they get up and spike it. Looking to throw here on second and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. It is third and 10.
He was defended by Frankie Louvu.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a third interception and kind of just throws this one away.
That's interference. Defense.
Here we go. One final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. It fought till the end, but still will come up short. The final act now of this football game, the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Vikings are able to cut the deficit to 10. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.